Hey everybody, I thought I'd try something a little new this week and actually narrate a Speedpaint video. I've got a big project plan that will require narration to explain some of my design choices, so I decided to test the waters out with this drawing since it took so long to make. I recently finished Star Wars Rebels after a long hiatus of waned interest. I was afraid it wouldn't be as good as I remembered it being, but I had nothing to worry about. In fact, it was even better than I remember, as now I'm able to look at it with a much keener critical eye. In honor of this show, I decided to redesign the father-daughter-son mural on the Lothal Temple to instead feature Kanan, Ahsoka, and Maul, as these three are the most prominent Force users in Ezra's life. By the way, there are some mild spoilers for Rebels, but I won't spoil too much. I decided to make Kanan the father because, well, he's a father figure to Ezra. It's not much, but what can I say? If it works, it works. Ahsoka has always been associated with the daughter, both with the fact that she saved Ahsoka's life in the Clone Wars, and because her bird Morai has been following Ahsoka around ever since. Maul is probably one of my favorite characters in both Clone Wars and Rebels, because as much as he says the Sith ruined his life, he's the one who continues to ruin it all the way until his thirst for revenge gets him killed. A lot of this image changed from when I first sketched it. I ended up changing the size of the canvas, so it had a 16:9 ratio. I figured since I was putting so much effort into it, I might as well make it a wallpaper. For this design, I had to find a way to make the three figures in the mural look like a mural and not like they were on the same plane as Ezra. In the line art phase, I accomplished this by making Ezra's line art much thicker and more dynamic than the line art of the mural figure. It's also less symmetric than the mural. In the coloring phase, I made sure Ezra was the only thing in the piece that had any dark blue on it at all. That blue thing you see in the background was the product of about 2 hours of me just staring at a screenshot of the mural and trying to plan out everything. Even with all of that preparation, I still had to guesstimate on a lot of the rings, and it's not exactly like the mural, but I think I got close enough, and anyway, it's fan art. It doesn't have to be perfect. When I colored it, I made Kanan and Ahsoka's colors much more saturated than the actual designs in the show. This is also a product of the different art styles. My style is a lot more exaggerated and cartoony than that of a CGI show, so I tried to extend that into the color choice. I didn't really do that with the last couple of drawings. This difference in styles also resulted in my having to change up the mural quite a bit because my proportion favors larger heads. I had to guesstimate some of the rings behind the characters and move the locations of the hands a bit. I used some feathery looking shading on Ezra's hair just to give it that little bit more dimension. I was already using cell shading instead of blurring it like I did on the multiply layers on the mural. So I wanted to make it look more 3D while still having a cel-shaded kind of style. I wasn't able to capture most of this on camera, but the lighting really brought this piece together. If you pay attention, you can spot the part where my computer couldn't keep up with the amount of layers I had, along with a recording software, so I had to finish the shading and fiddle with the lighting off camera. I used a few multiply and screen layers to make the three figures flatter, while only using full shading on Ezra to make him look more 3D. After I got that looking right, I decided to change up the lighting. In the show, the crew finds the mural at night, illuminated by only an Imperial spotlight. For my drawing, I wanted to make it look more wistful, since Ezra is mourning the loss of these three, so I used preserve opacity and a few clipping layers to make the gold rings and lines sparkle, and added sunbeams cutting through the top of the image. I tried to draw the eye to Ezra using diagonal shadows and more saturated colors. Overall, this is one of my favorite pieces I've ever made. I hope you like it too. Let me know if you liked this style of narration. Hope you have a great day, and may the Force be with you.